Hi, welcome to my channel. I'm Tina, and I'm going to be tuning into spirit today. I'm just going to ask for some general messages about the moon, the full moon that's coming up on the 27th. So here's the first one. New romantic cycle begins, new moon in Libra. Well, it is a moon in Libra. It's full though. So looks like something's beginning. What I do know about the moon in Libra is a sign that wants everything to be fair. Here's your second card. Your dreams need a practical plan. Full moon in Taurus. Yeah, so this is maybe now is the time to sit down and figure out what it is exactly you want. You know, I mean, I talk about this manifesting all the time, but the thing is, if we don't really know what we want, we send out a confused message, so it's not really working. Your commitment is being tested with the first quarter moon. So this is just a general reading, and it's for the collective. So take what resonates for you and leave the rest. I do feel like there's going to be balance. The full moon is going to bring us balance in a lot of areas of our lives. I feel like it's going to be with family and friends, kind of straightening out things. So if you have any kind of disputes, arguments going on with anybody in your family that you're ready to let go of, that is probably time to maybe talk to the moon about that. So what you can do is specifically write down and get your intentions in your mind about what you want to let go of. It could be a dispute with a family member. What do you need to release? So this is things that you need to be thinking about. We've got don't let your past hold you back. This is the South Node. Okay, so if there's something that happened in the past, then maybe it was your best friend, maybe it was your family member, maybe it was your mate. It doesn't even matter. But this moon is going to be dealing with those kinds of relationships, the ones that mean something to us. And Libra is all about balancing things, making things fair. And so now would be the time to figure out the stuff that you need to let go of, the stuff that you want to have replace it, So that's, I guess, that's how I do the full moon stuff. I want to release, let's see, I'll think of one that's not too personal. I would like to release fear. Let's just use fear, or anger. Anger comes from fear. So let's say you're angry about something, and you know that the underlying cause of that is fear, or maybe you don't. Maybe you just want to let go of the anger. So, what you might do with the full moon is say, I want to let go of the fear. And it's like you really do let it go. And then you tell the moon what you would like to replace that energy with. It's an energy exchange. And it is possible. And when I work on this full moon and new moon things, I really see a lot happening in my life, forward movement. I stopped doing it for a while. I got in such a dark place. And I really just, I guess that's why I started doing the full moon stuff, because I just feel like it's about, for me, one of the most powerful energies that that I can see working in my life. And of course that takes, you know, intention on your own part as well. You know, like you decide what you want. What I'd like to replace that anger and fear with would be gratitude. You know, maybe you'd like to be more grateful. Maybe you'd like to see things more from a grateful angle than an angry angle. You know, sometimes shit happens and we get angry about it. It's always about fear. It's always about fear. So, okay, so I guess I'll get off my little pedestal there. I just really, I guess whoever, you know, is interested in changing their lives and learning about manifesting and all of that, this is where I started, was with the moon. And, you know, I really kind of sometimes I fall down. I mean, I don't know if you guys have noticed. You might be able to notice with how many videos I do and don't post. And when I'm in a really dark place, I'm not putting out videos. And I've noticed that when I force myself to put out videos, I do feel better because I'm working with spirit. I'm constantly thinking about the bigger picture. I'm thinking about the moons. I'm thinking about what I'm going to release. I'm thinking about how to take step forwards to make my life better. To like lose. I don't know about losing the grief. You know, like I don't want to ever say I'm going to lose grief about my son. I'm always going to miss his physical presence. I'm probably always going to feel a little bit ripped off as a mama, you know? It's just the human part of me, right? But the soul knows better. And if I just listen to that, I grow and I get better. And so, I don't know why I felt like sharing that. I've been having a rough couple of days. So, let's see. I'm going to get some messages from Spirit guides, angels, archangels, ancestors, and all that is coming from a place of love and light. To please let us know, as a collective, what kind of vibe check do we need before the full moon, on the full moon? Help us see how we can work with the moon. And thank you so much for just loving us and guiding and being patient. Listen to your heart. That's a good one. Number 44. Now, 44 is a master number. You might want to look that up. But 4 plus 4 equals 8. And so that also is strength, you know. So listening to your heart and following your heart is what is going to give you strength. And so they want you to check in with your heart, because that's what that's what's going to tell you what you really need to let go of and what you need to balance, what the moon wants to balance with you, you know? Because this is the moon of balancing and making things fair, you know? Maybe, who knows what will happen. Okay, so we've got clear the past. Yeah. Number 36, that adds up to a 9, and that means like ready to let go. Instant feedback. You see this card? Solar plexus. Check in there. Check in there. You can get instant feedback just from your own body. This particular one is feeling its gut, but you know, look around its head too. Like you've got all these rays, you know. So if you ask, you will have an answer. There's another 9. Some endings are coming up. Get grounded. Number 2. Super important when you're working with these energies, you know. Staying right here on planet Earth. Sometimes it feels like maybe it's safer to try, you know, to just stay in the moon energy or the you know, the other energy, spirit energy. So this is about grounding, and the way that a person can ground is to, you know, be in nature. Everybody can, you can do it any way you want. You could go for a swim. You could take a bath in salt water. Um, Sometimes I feel like whenever I'm doing that kind of thing, like I like to do a salt bath on the evening of the full moon and the new moon. This is for grounding purposes. This is for meditation purposes. Now, the more elements that you add, you know, like, so we've got earth, we've got earth, fire, water, and air. So maybe you want to light a candle too in your salt bath, because then, you know, basically you have every single element right there working with you, supporting you. And yeah, so maybe try that. Remember to breathe. Yeah. So it's important. Number 10, ending and new beginning. So yeah, you've got a lot of 9s, and then you've got this 10. Remember to breathe through these things, you know? Like sometimes when we make these things and we let things go, sometimes we don't want to, you know? Like they're things that we, you know, that means something to us sometimes, you know? So deep breaths in, slow as you can, as deep as you can. Just slow in through your nose, all the way till you can't take any more air in, and then super slow out. Same thing. This is what connects you. You know, this is what grounds you. This is what makes you stay in your body, you know, and leave at the same time. It's like getting in tune with your mind, body, and soul. Take your time. Number 43. Take your time. Yeah, you don't have to rush anything. And feed your spirit. Number 47. That's the number 11 card. I mean, it's a number 47, but it adds up to an 11, which is definitely a powerful angel number. It could be archangel. It's definitely guidance. So, feeding your spirit. Now, I'm going to look that one up and share the message with you because, you know, I have no idea what the book really says about it. Can you guys see that? I feel like I got this a little off there. How's that? So, number 47, feed your spirit. Just as you must feed your body, you must also feed your spirit. It makes you stronger, energized, and more powerful. Most people are unaware of what feeds their spirit. But even if they know, they neglect to follow through. Don't be guilty of this. Feeding your spirit comes from choosing experiences that empower you and help you feel more authentic, spontaneous, and joyfully alive. Your spirit's food is personal. Only you know what your spirit hungers for. My spirit, for example, is fed by exercise, dancing, time with my children, good coffee, and walks with my husband. What feeds another may be a run on the beach, cooking, singing, or sleeping on a down pillow. Think about your spirit's diet. The more you feed it, the stronger it becomes. And when your spirit is strong, your vibes are loud and clear. Don't be a psychic anorexic. Feed your spirit every day. Oh, wow. That is a beautiful message. So see, that's why I don't know what feeds your spirit. I was like, what feeds your spirit? I guess it's just, everybody is different. So keep that in mind too. I love that message for the full moon. So maybe if you want to let go, this is perfect. Here's what I want to give away. I would like to clear the past and let go of past things that hurt me, that keep me in my head, that screw me up somehow. And I'd like to replace it with the constant feeding of my spirit. Clearing the past, replacing it with feeding your spirit. You see what I'm talking about with the energy exchange? So you can write these things down on a piece of paper. Here's what I want to give away. Moon, I want to transmute that energy into this. You can put them under your pillow and sleep on them. You could bury them in your garden. You can burn them in a fire. Fire is sacred, is powerful, and it's one of the elements. The more elements you add to your ritual, the better off you will be, But so it's good to have water. So if you're going to start your paper on fire, maybe you need water to put the burning paper in, so it doesn't start your house on fire, And then you can dump that water out onto the soil, which is the earth. So all right there, you've got fire, water, and earth. And if you're doing your breathing, at the beginning, all the way through, deep breathing, remembering, like, this is what I'm doing, this is my time with the universe, remembering that breath. And then you have all four elements, and how can they not respond? How can that not work? It does work. It does work. Another good thing about intention is so you want to feed your spirit. You want to let go of the past, and you want to feed your spirit instead of thinking about past stuff and like living in that past stuff. You just want to grow your soul, because obviously, you're out of balance. I know that the Libra moon will bless this particular one. I love it that all these cards came out, because it's just directions on how to manifest. Okay, so the secret of manifesting, though, is to have a clear view of what you want it to look like. You have to understand what it is that feeds your spirit. You have to write that down. I would not burn that part. I would keep it and keep adding to it, so that you got to make the step forward. So for me, moon rituals is one of the ways I feed my spirit. It is. And so I don't know if that will work for you or not, but I'm just trying to help, because I do these tarot readings and I see people struggling. I see people, the readings constantly saying, like, let your soul shine, let your soul out, be who you truly are. I mean, we get to live in this vehicle, this body, and sometimes we're not happy with it. Like, oh, I'm too fat, I'm too this, I'm too that, I'm getting old, my hair's frizzy, whatever. We do have all that stuff that's human. That's the human body we chose, though. And what needs to be let loose is the soul that makes us alive. It's what makes us alive. Our human experiences kind of just keep them shut up. We live in the past. We carry around shit from when we're kids, Like, do you remember how cruel kids were in school? I do. I do. And, I have believed a lot of that stuff most of my life. Whatever it might be for you, people say things and then we listen. But at some point, our soul comes out We start to see it little by little. And when we finally admit how beautiful of a soul we have, I mean, we look at ourselves differently after that. We don't see it the same. We don't see our flaws anymore. We look at our body from our soul perspective and we're like, wow. Thank you, body. Thank you, human. Because the soul part of me really wanted to feel what this feels like. I know it hurts. But as a soul, we're just pure love. We don't feel pain. We just always act out of love. So when we come here and take on this human form, we have a plan. And often it includes pain. And that's just for the benefit of growing our soul. I hope that all that made sense. And I am going to be doing full moon rituals here at my home, and I really would like to extend an invitation. I don't have a billion followers or anything. I mostly feel like I have friends and family that follow. So any of you want to come and join me, I mean, just give me a call. If you have my number, you can email me if you don't. My email for this channel is in the description box, but it's 1111channel@protonmail.com. So feel free to reach out, and we can get together and all of us do a ritual at the same time. I feel like it would be so powerful, and I would love it. I would love it, and would love the support. All of our souls would love it. So yeah, just give me a call, and if you'd like to come by, let's just make a date, okay? Thanks for listening, and happy worm moon. I don't know if you guys know what the worm moon is. It's about springtime and the worms coming to the top of the ground so that the birds can eat them easier. It's about a new beginning. It's about spring, and let's do it if you want. And leave it in the comments below if you want to talk to me about the rituals. If you just don't understand, or you've never done it, I would be so happy to help anybody. I dig it, and it is the one thing just seriously pushes me forward every time. So I love you guys, and thanks for listening, and thanks for watching, and bye.